Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Alma, Missouri. I'm out here, we just got done eating dinner down at the diner. Early night tonight from farming. And I got a low tire pressure warning in my truck, so I stopped here because I don't feel like driving home on a flat. I'm just checking on my tires, and so far the first three were good, and this one, yeah, I found the culprit. This one's just a little low, just enough it seems to kick off that sensor. Alright, let's see. Ooh, a little too much, but if there's a slow leak, hopefully it'll be fine to get us home. And yes, this is my truck that I recently got. We have plenty of work trucks at the farm already. I just needed more of a personal truck. I didn't feel like using the old box truck or dump truck, whatever you want to call it, that we drove here with. I mean, that's a great truck by all means, but for a daily driver, not so much. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to get the cruise in line so we're not, hauling butt at 120. So, hope you all are having a fantastic start to your week. I know I am, because I'm on vacation, if you missed it in the last episode, or last video, or whatever you want to call it. Oh great, more rain tonight. I think here in Alma, we've actually done quite a bit of work around the farm. And kind of the reason why we're taking this particular route. One thing I gotta get fixed on in this truck, if I'm not careful, are the turn signals. They apparently don't want to work. They'll work if I have a trailer attached, but the truck itself, the model just doesn't have them apparently. Alright, let's just get up to speed here. Yeah, the max speed for this is like 130, I think, 140, something like that. And it goes every bit that fast. But it's not realistic, so we're not going to do that. Plus, it's a little more than a little dangerous, but yeah. So let's see here. We've harvested our potatoes. Harvested, I believe, our parsnips, I think it was. And so far, that's it. So the fields that, well, every field got lime spread on it, regardless of whether it had crops on it or not. We are coming up to the farm now. Got a couple of American flags around the farm. I love this lighting effect that we did. I know that some of the lights they're kind of zigzagged. Give me a break, it's farm sim. So let's just pull into the driveway here, park in front of the garage, since it's unfortunately not a working model. I do like this truck. Ooh, it is a working model. I swear I tried that. Yeah, well, it's gonna stay in the driveway. So you'll see that we've added lights to a lot of our trees. And just kind of ambiance. And if I want to mow the yard, I'm only having to get around the trees, and that's about it. So, but yeah, I decided to do something I've done in the past on other farms, and I kind of, used these instead of some of the other options that I've gone with, and I just like the way it looks. I could have gone every third or every fourth, but every other, at least with these lights, works out pretty well. We've also added a couple of windmills to generate some electricity for us to help offset things. Mainly because we have 3 gigantic I mean gigantic. Silos. We've added lighting around the farm that we didn't have before. Yeah, these silos are gigantic from ground level. When you're in build mode, not so much. Little over 1.1 million liters per silo. So that means that we can hang on to grain and whatnot for quite a while. So because of these silos, we've actually invested in some augers. This one's hopefully will be tall enough to reach up to the very top. I hope. This one, it will help pull from the bottom. And this one, actually, we can use to make seeds out of whatever we have. We just need to buy a pallet of the additive that they run through this and add to the grain. Nice. And then I'm looking at building a... Ooh, I may have to raise the ground up if that silent floating light. Oops. If that auger will reach all the way to the top, I may end up having to bring the level out a ways so we can get them filled. So the trucks that I was referring to as far as work trucks are in here. We have several different work trucks. This one is going to be more so for dealing with pulling either this trailer or that trailer or the trailer that we have outside. Basically lawn maintenance. That is something that we're going to be getting into in this particular map or this particular playthrough. I have one for that's going to be more so pulling that guy. But when I was backing things in here, it was pouring down rain. I didn't want to mess with it, so I just got him in here. So yeah, this will pull mainly that guy. And this is kind of our parts truck. You know, if that doesn't have it, this should. So this is more higher end type of deal as far as welding and, you know, air tanks and everything else, plus a water tank. So, you know, we can get out there to the fields. We can do some watering if we needed to for, you know, whatever reason. We can rinse down the trucks if we needed to. Anything like that. If you're curious, all these little X's is the interactive. Whoa! Oh. That's what's going on. I thought I had that off. Let me just set you back down over here. Fix you up. There we go. And like I said, I thought I turned that off. Apparently not. So you can actually interact with everything. Unfortunately, I don't have anything in these particular drawers. But that's the idea. Not everything has it. I know there are certain tractors that have it available when you're actually in this view. And this is one that this is the dedicated view. There's also a view back here, but this is also one that has the bucket if you want it. So I don't remember where I found it, to be honest. I'm sorry. Why would I need to rate? What? Outriggers? Oh, for when you got the bucket, I'm like, I shouldn't have outriggers on this setup. But apparently I do. I said raise. Dang it. Alright. We have our little go-kart thing to get around the farm if we need to, plus our mower. Let's see here. This is technically one of our grain tanks, or harvest tanks. We'll just put it at that. That actually is a unique piece of equipment. I've never used that before, but I do like it. And our two headers, least headers, that is, for, well, the only harvester we have, which is that guy. I have it decked out in Halloween for the time being. Turn off those lights so you can kind of see. So we got the purple neon, orange underglow, and the headlights are all fine. If you guys are... if flashing lights actually bother you, I apologize, but you might want to look away because I'm going to turn these guys on just to show you. We have purple and orange, and I love it. Alright, those are off, so if you looked away, you can look back now. And no, I wouldn't mess with you guys. I know how serious that can be. Don't want to put you guys in a seizure or anything like that. So we are kind of stocked up on some Kubota equipment. Not the mower though. I do like this mower. And I do switch it out between, switch the blades out from mulching versus mowing. So yeah. And then we have our Kubota spreader. I do love this case, Farmall 1455XL. We do have this tiny little plow, or not plow, this is the cultivator. The Lizard Kamer 4032. John Deere 69, found this on the used shop. We need to do a little bit of maintenance on it here before too long. We did use it to make bales, and I had missed one when I picked them up before, but here's the bales and how they look. We'll get to you in a moment. This is other piece of equipment is our Massey Ferguson 3690. It's been a while since I've actually used the Massey Ferguson, so when I saw this on the sales section, on the used section, I guess is the correct term, I knew I had to have it. Plus, it has a little bit more horsepower than the case, so a little bit more horsepower works for me. And we do have, obviously, the front loaders on both. That one has the massive lizard bucket with the with the claw, as I like to think of it as. And this one, gotta start the engine on this one. How about we turn those lights back on so you can see a little better. Sorry. This one, we can put bale forks on. Wow, I almost said pallet, but it came out ballot. I don't know. So downside is with this thing, with this bucket, doesn't matter what tractor you're on, if you hire someone to do the job, whatever you're doing, plowing, cultivating, planting, whatever, when it's done, they put the bale forks on at the end, which I think is stupid. They just kind of rest back there on the back, if you guys didn't know. No flashy lights on this one, just 4-ways. Now this guy, we've seen him before, previously, briefly, on Newlands. Well, I think we'll eventually get back to Newlands. I'm just gonna take a break from some of the other maps that I've been busting butt on, and just kind of let my brain get away from that for a bit. Refresh itself with doing a few other things, that kind of thing. That's why I'm kind of got like 3 different maps I think going right now, plus the other 2, 3, or 4, however many. But yeah, this is going to be our dedicated sprayer. We can take that off. I've thought about getting the attachment that makes the front a dump bucket, basically. But I kind of like the way it is now. Okay, so we do have a case plow. This thing, as you can tell, has been worked to death. That chisel plow, though, works wonders, and I don't even have the widest setting yet. I do have a Lizard C450 trailer back here. Basically, the only vehicle I have that can properly tow it at the moment in this configuration is our old dump truck that we drove into town with. And then as far as mowing goes and baling, we got this Speed Rake SR300 by that brand. I haven't been dinged for it, but I really don't want to test the waters with it, with saying that name. I've heard other people have been dinged, so yeah, we're not going to play that game. Crazy YouTube things. It is what it is. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, whenever you see a small X like that in any of my videos, that's interactive control. You basically click it and it does something. This is our Chevy C50 V8 dump truck. Of course, with our Lizard Lawn Care Trailer Style C by 82 Studios. I just really like this trailer. I mean, and of course, I have it set up with the diesel tank here in front. And basically any trailer I have that I can put a diesel trailer or truck for that matter with a diesel tank, gas tank on it, I do. Because you can never have enough of those floating around. But yeah, I do have unrealistic capacity because why not? It's beneficial when that beast can haul so much. I do have a spot over here for pigs. This is our manure spreader. I have spread some manure, so speaking of that, I did want to bring up the fact that, let me get over here to the right screen. There we go. So 21, 20, 19, 18, 12, 14, 11, 13, 16, and these two fields here are our current fields. Field 18 has cotton, which we will be harvesting. I'm going to be leasing the vehicle to do that. Well, the vehicle to do that and a trailer to pick up the bales. 21 we harvested. That was the parsnips, I do believe. And we harvested field 11, which was the potatoes. 14 was barren, 16, 13 were barren, and of course these two grassy, used to be grassy areas are barren as well. Well, they're plowed. Everything has gotten lime spread on it. And then the fields with, well, they have manure now. The fields with plants growing on them. Sorry, I just saw something on the other screen that caught my eye. Apologize. Yeah, the fields with plants still growing. Got a round of manure on them. It is what it is. The system didn't really catch what was growing in those fields, but at least they have some manure spread. Everything else, I did not, because a lot of times you want to make sure that you have something growing so it can register that. Otherwise, it's just going to do basic. Oh, shut up, phone. It's just going to do basic spread like it did on these fields. It might be because they are too far along in the growing process to matter, but I think at least these three fields are going to populate or need to be harvested at the same time, and that's gonna suck. But with everything that I got, at least these two fields should be quick and easy, because I believe, yeah, these are sugar beets here. So this one's gonna be ready to harvest before this one, but and then that one, the orange, that's carrots. Yeah, that'll be easy enough. And of course, like I said, 18 is cotton. So the plan I have going forward is these two fields I plowed up and I have not spread lime on those fields. So these two fields, all I did was plow them up. 13, 16, 11, and 21, I did expand the fields. 20 and 20, once I harvest 20 and 21 will be combined. Let's see. So just to give you an idea of how I expanded it. This is how 21 is now. That's the border. And I'm going to be bringing it down here to combine 20 with it. I almost have a little bit of overlap here, so it's going to be interesting when I try to do the course play. But yeah. 11, you can see how much I expanded it. 13, I expanded quite a bit up to the north. And why aren't you... There we go. And same with 16. 14 is kind of in a little hole over there between a nice cliff face almost and a creek. So I'm not going to be worrying about that. But 14, I might even make 16. And then these two are going to be my grass fields. I thought about making 11 a grass field, but as of right now, I plan on actually planting something worthwhile into that. And same with 12. I think what I might do with these fields that I plan on planting something else into is, well, first of all, I need to figure out what I can do for a planter because I don't really have any funds at the moment. I have some things planned as far as bringing in financials, money, bringing in money. So it's just a matter of what I want to go with. And yeah, partially it's going to have to do with the power requirements needed. So that's 147, that's 145. This one's up to 190. So my two-wheel drive one is 190 horsepower with the other two right around 146. So, yeah. I was thinking about getting one of the items that takes 225, wow. That would allow us to do everything. But I feel like that's kind of beating a dead horse at the moment. It's 270. I mean, I tend to lean, on the smaller end, I tend to lead towards these no-till tandem drill kits. Thought about doing that, but that's only 3 meter. Would kind of like to have something a little bit bigger, but... And that's only 4. Something like that takes 260 horse. So, yeah. It's kind of where I stand at the moment. Or, in this case, sit, because I am in my chair. One of these days, I may invest in a standing desk. Fortunately, today's not that day. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys had seen the post I put up earlier today. Or maybe it was yesterday. Or the day before. Depending on when you watch this video, may depend on when you actually saw it in relation. But anyway, I made a post about the fact that my steering wheel from Hori, the truck control steering wheel setup. Ooh, that's only 180. I can do that. In its case. Anyway, that is actually en route as of my last view. Sorry, I'm looking at the options here. It should be here this Wednesday, the 25th. I'm hoping it shows up a day early. But I haven't seen any updates from when it left Maryland. Apparently it arrived in Pennsylvania or got loaded onto a truck in Pennsylvania and went to Maryland. I'm in Ohio. That's the opposite direction from me. So, yeah. I'm not going to have enough to lease this. Cotton. Sorry, my dog's getting into things he shouldn't be. So that's kind of the setup that I would prefer to go with. I gotta take another look at my finances, but this would actually work out for us. And, yeah. And I just like the middle of the road early riser planter. I've used it before, and I like it. I can't believe this thing takes 200 horse, though. And this thing is so much smaller. But it would give me an excuse to look into... And that's a fast riser. Yeah, I could go with this. It's definitely in my price range. Yeah, that would be the best case scenario there. Maybe that's what I'll go with. I think that'll go better with my Massey. Oop, let's turn off the lubricating grease, because it's annoying. And I think we'll go with this, with the idea that we will later... I don't even have enough money to lease it? Holy crap. I guess I do have barely 1,800 bucks. Well, looks like we may have barren ground going into winter, but we will see. It's only beginning of September. But yeah, the other thing I was going to mention is that one of the next updates for American Truck Sim, they are apparently bringing into the game basically a training setup to get people a little bit more accustomed to driving big rigs. And I think what I might do is make that a series. So you guys can watch me fail, even though I feel like I do amazing trucking in general anyway. But yeah, if you want to see that, let me know. Anyway, guys, we're going to call the video there. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, or catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just like a few here and there. That door does work. Woo! Great. And yes, I do have an orange bow tie on my truck. Anyway, guys, enough getting sidetracked. I'm going to pull the truck into the garage. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll catch you next episode. So as always, take care. Peace.